Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's Foundations in Excel video. Today is video number 2 of the Excel series. So we'll be learning about a couple more advanced things within the Microsoft program Excel. The three things we're going to focus on in this video are number 1, formatting cells, 2, patterns in Excel, and 3, a brief introduction to functions or equations in Excel. So first things first, let's jump into formatting cells. So as we talked in the previous video, Excel is divided into these small little boxes that are called cells. We are going to learn how to make changes to them. So what I recommend you do as you're following along with this video is I want you to open up your own spreadsheet. Go find your Excel program on your computer, open up a blank one, and start from scratch. And you can pause the video right now while you're doing that. And then when you have it, just click play, jump right in with me. So now that you've jumped in with your own spreadsheet, we're going to do a couple of things. Number 1, in column A, I would like you to do this. I would like you to type the number 1 in cell A1, the number 2 in cell A2. Then in cell B1, I want you to type the word Monday. Okay, this feels pretty random right now. Trust me, there's a reason. So what we're going to do is we're then going to learn kind of how to format cells and use patterns kind of at the same time. So what I want you to do next, where you have 1 and 2, I want you to first select both cells. So I'm going to click on 1, drag my mouse to 2. So I've selected both 1 and 2. Then I'm going to go ahead and hover my mouse in the bottom right-hand side of the box. Now you see a green outline, you see a tiny little square there. You're going to hover your mouse until you see a black plus symbol. Black plus symbol is what you're looking for. When you see that, you're going to click and drag your mouse down to row 10. Notice what happened. The numbers filled in for me. I didn't have to type the numbers 3, 4, 5, 6 all the way to 10. Excel recognized a pattern that as I move down in my rows, I would like to add by 1. That's one way to use patterns with numbers. The second way we can use it is with words. So Excel is going to recognize that I typed the word Monday, meaning day of the week. So after Monday comes Tuesday. So if I wanted to make like a schedule or something, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I could type them in, but that takes a little bit of time. Why don't I just use the same pattern feature? Click on Monday, hover in the bottom right corner. When you see a black plus, drag down until you go through row 7. Check it out. The days are filled in for us. So that is how you use patterns in Excel. And it's used far more than just a couple numbers and days of the week. You can apply this to any pattern that you set in Excel. So you could do years or adding by 2s, or, I mean, the list really goes on and on for patterns you could use. Next, let's continue working with this list and let's talk about how we could format our cells. So we're going to spend a lot of our time here in column A working with numbers. So right now they just appear as plain general numbers. There's a lot of changes we can make to our cells. So first things first, let's go ahead and let's just select all the cells. Just so we're going to edit the whole list as 1. So I've just highlighted cells 1 through 10. Then we're basically just going to work our way from left to right in the home tab here and talk about everything that you can do to these cells. First, you can change the font. You guys probably all know how to do that already. You've practiced it in Word and PowerPoint before, but you can change the font just like you would in Word or PowerPoint. So you can make a bunch of changes to the font. Now, the next thing you can do here is you can add some borders. So you're seeing small gray lines in your Excel spreadsheet. If you were to say print this spreadsheet, those would disappear. You need to manually add borders to actually have borders when you were to print this out. So right here, you see this little box. This is your borders icon. You can click the arrow and you see a bunch of different options. So the quickest way I like to do it is I like just to add all borders. So that'll add borders around and inside. I click on it, check it out. Now there's borders around the outside and the inside. Now, next thing I could do is I could add a color. Let's say that I want my numbered list to be filled with the color green. I could do that, or blue. You could use the paint bucket. This icon, the A with the red underline, that's changing font color. Next, I could change where the numbers are, where they sit inside of the cell. So right now they're on the right side. Maybe I want them on the left side. I click right here under alignment or in the middle. Right here is vertical alignment. So where do they sit vertically within the cell? Since my rows are so thin, you're not going to notice it really. But if my rows were bigger, you could center it directly in the middle, both horizontally and vertically. Next, Couple other things that are very helpful. We can change the type of number that appears in the cell. So right now you see right here, it says number and it says general. So let's click on the arrow and let's say that we're making a budget. So we're keeping track of our money, maybe how much money we're spending on our LifeHub Jobs debit card. Now I know the LifeHub Jobs platform does all this for you, but maybe at some point you're going to make money at another job. You want to keep track of your spending and how much money you're making. Well, you could change this to currency. Now check out what just happened. It automatically changed my numbers from just plain old 1, 2, 3 to $1, dollar symbol, cents. So it changed the format for me. Now this also might be helpful for a math class. Let's say that your teacher asks you to keep track of like fractions or percentages. Check out down here, you could do that. Or maybe you're making a schedule with time. So there's lots of ways you could use this number feature up here. So those are going to be the big things related to Excel and formatting our cells. You've learned how to add borders, colors, how to change where the text fits in the cell, and how to change how the text appears in terms of like the number that you're working with. Now, the last thing we're going to cover in this video is a very brief introduction to functions or equations. Now, in Excel, there's a very strong math component. I like to say it acts a little bit like a calculator. So let's say that I have this list of numbers, starting with 1, ending with 10, but let's say that I want to add them all together. So I'm going to walk you through a very simple equation in Excel. And what's cool is you're going to learn the simple today. And then as you go off and you practice more in Excel, maybe you get a job that requires some Excel proficiency, you can apply the basics of equations today to more complex equations because a lot of the steps are the same. So here's how equations or functions work in Excel. They begin by typing the equal sign. The equal sign is like the key you need to type in to get to the equations or functions. After the equal sign, you then have a different keyword depending on what function or equation you want to use. Since we are adding a group of numbers together, my keyword is the word sum, S-U-M. Sum is a word you've probably heard in math class. It refers to a group of numbers added together. That's what you'd use if you want to add them together. Let's say you would like to find the average. That's another popular one. You would just type the word average, and that's your keyword. So there's lots of different keywords. Those are just two simple ones. But we're going to continue forward with the keyword of sum. Then once you've typed your keyword, you are now ready to start adding what numbers you actually want to add together. So I would start by typing a open parenthesis, which is Shift 9 on your keyboard. Now you notice it popped up number 1, 2, etc. So we're just going to click and drag to select all 10 of our numbers. So I'm just going to start at the number 10, drag all the way up, and check it out. So what I should see right here is A1 through A10. That means that I have selected the cells that contain or through A1 to A10. So all the numbers in that range will be added in this equation. Then once I've added my numbers, I press Shift 0 for a close parenthesis, and this means you're ready. So this is a completed function in Excel. Equals your keyword, open parenthesis, whatever numbers you need in the equation, close parenthesis, then you click the Enter key, and it should add them all for you. Mine says $55. That is all of these added together. So, like I said, simple introduction. Those are the basics. What's the same even as you get into some really complex equations? You start with the equal sign, you have a keyword, you add your numbers in parentheses. So take those basics, apply them to whatever other equations you encounter in your life or want to practice in Excel. But that concludes our Foundations in Excel video for today. Appreciate you guys sitting in and listening. Do your best on your edu job that's coming your way. Submit that to your job coach, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.